Okay. Ooh. Sorry, you. Yeah. Got that. So, I'll be honest, you. I accidentally fucked up. Um, I had my away screen on when I did this. I just did this for a really long time, and that actually really saddens me. So, but I'm gonna do a really quick version of this because of that, really quick. So let's go over Black Friday real quick with a little less rambling. Oh man, I can't believe I accidentally fucked that up. See, that's the bad thing when you don't do a live stream. You don't got someone to be like, "Hey, you forgot something." Shit. Anyway, let's get on with it really quick. So, 13 Sentinels. Oh, it's good, but I haven't played it yet. Akahaba Trip Hellbound came out of nowhere, honestly. Until Cheapassgamer started tweeting it, I didn't really realize it was on sale. Alan Wake. If they did a good job with the release of it, it'll be good. It'll be a good version. I haven't heard anything bad about it, so hopefully it's all right. Aliens Fire Team, it's supposed to be multiplayer on that. You got all the Assassin's Creeds. Back 4 Blood, I hear it's been doing awful. I hear there's more players on Steam on Left 4 Dead than Back 4 Blood, so buy at your own risk. Bit of a shame Balan didn't get down to $9.99. I was hoping for that. Biomutant looked interesting when I got it. I haven't played it yet, but apparently it had pretty mediocre reviews. Blasphemy, a new version of Blasphemy, getting slightly annoying because Limited One Games did a version, then it's like, oh look, here's a better version. It's like, really? Blood and Truth, that's a VR game, $10, pretty good. Bloodborne, get the EU complete version for the DLC to be on disc. If that's not a big concern, you just care about the base game, $10, good deal. Let's see, Call of Duty's Catherine, full body. If you played the original, I wouldn't say it's the biggest need to play full body, but it has multiplayer on that. Though I don't know how the online is on Switch. It's pretty awful on PS4. It's literally unplayable. It like unsyncs and crashes and shit. It's pretty whacked. See, those are visual romance visual novels. Get Collection of Mana, $19.99. Good stuff. Haven't played Concrete. Control if you like Alan Wake. 19's pretty decent. You got all the Crash Bandicoots. Crash Bandicoot. Crash. Now, this game I haven't played yet. It looks very nice. It is an RPG. It looks very nice. So, $20 might be worth checking out. Then Cyberpunk 2077 actually is at $9.99. I'm pretty sure it's also for the PS4 version. Days Gone. Pretty old game at this point. You think it's a greatest hits game, so it's all way $19.99 normally. So that's kind of weird, actually. Deathmark, I think that's that one horror game, I think. Man, that's a bit pricey. That's probably one of the pricier Black Friday things. Death Stranding, it's a pretty weird game. If you're into more normie games, probably wouldn't recommend checking it out. Glad I got it for like $9 from Redbox before they stopped killing games. Deathloop is something that came out recently. It's going to be $25, so I hear it's pretty interesting. The Demon Slayer game, it's down to $34.99 for this. Demon Souls, if you have a PS5, but likely you already have Demon Souls, because for some people it's like the only real game to get for the PS5 still, overall, really. So, Disgaea 6 for the Switch. Donkey Literature Club. I don't know if the new content justifies buying it, because the original game was free, so I don't know, but I'm still waiting for a better version of Kakarot. They keep making these versions with DLC on them and that. You would be a absolute fool of a JRPG fan to pass up this. Dragon Quest XI S, which is the Switch version that they ported to the PS4 for $14.99. Fantastic game. Okay, I get the graphics or the Switch graphics. They didn't touch them up. They literally just ported the Switch version to the PS4. So visually, it looks worse than the original PS4. But it still looked good as a Switch game. So and it's $14.99. It's a really lengthy game. It has more content that wasn't in the original version, and you get the 2D mode and that, and trophies. I kind of pissed off when this version got announced because I'm like, you fucking. It ran great on the Switch though. It's one of the excellent examples of a great Switch game. A game being done well on the Switch, which is pretty far in between, honestly, outside of the indie scene. Dying Light, if you haven't gotten Dying Light yet, it's a pretty good game. $19.99. I believe it comes with all the DLC, so that's all cool. The Pestive, you get Full Cry. I'm pretty iffy about the Final Fantasy remakes. I kind of feel like I'll just wait for all of them to come out because I got a funny feeling they'll make like a better version with all the DLC shit. Then you got 10, 10-2, 12, good stuff. You know, if you never played them, good stuff. I hear the Zodiac Age is a very fantastic version of 12. Then there's a lot of Nintendo first party games that are going to be 35, brand new, and GameStop's countering them with 27 pre-owned. So. Five Nights at Freddy's. The Ghost game, I heard it's pretty good. I'm not sure what's on the director's cut, so. Oh, actually, the director's cut's on the PS4 version? Oh, anyway, I might want to look into that then. God of War, you got for $9.99. Yeah, these are all pretty meh games here. GTA. Is anyone sick of 5 yet? I need another thing that's like Vice City. I loved Vice City. Hades I hear is really good. This game I always see on fucking sale all the time. I hear It Takes Two was interesting, but you need a friend. I can't remember if that was whatever the Star Wars game that was the Dark Souls like game. I need to look into that. I really do want to get that one. I was just waiting for it to get a little lower. So just a wee bit lower on that front. So you got Justin. Oh, you also got Judgment. Judgment for 19. Jump Forces. Ugh. If it's anything like the PS3 Jump Force game, it's ugh. You got Just Dance. Just Dial Away. I think that was an indie game where you try to kill old people. Some Kingdom Hearts. The Melody of Memory is part of Amazon's Buy Two Get One Free out of note, but there is somewhere, I can't remember where it was. I saw Cheapassgamer tweet it today for $19.99. So unless you take advantage of that free game, you probably want to go for whatever one that was at $19.99. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 for $10 is all right, and then of course the all-in-one package, which is virtually every Kingdom Hearts game. Almost. Some of them are just movies, like most of the DS ones, or just cutscenes, so it's not necessarily all games, but still a pretty significant number of games. Could be bazillions of Lego games. Life is Strange. Now, Little Nightmares, I really liked the original Little Nightmares, so I think $19 is a pretty decent price as long as they don't start slipping in some DLC. Hopefully not. But that happens. That happens sometimes. So, you know, my one hand. I notice my one hand is sitting kind of crooked now because I'm using that hand for the mouse. So I need to level the avatar bill if I'm gonna try this out. But you know, like I said, these are just experimenting, and like I said in another video, got the Lost Judgment sequel. Maneater, that's supposed to be like a janky. I have it. I got it on the sale. It's been on sale a few times, but it's supposed to be like a janky game where you play a shark. It's supposed to be a lot of humor. So don't, for the love of humanity, get fucking Marvel's Avengers. Oh Lord, don't. Let's see. Monster Energy Drink still has. How's that still? Ooh, here's a nice one. Monster Hunter Rise for $25. I hear lots of good things, but I'm not a big Monster Hunt person. World was okay, but still, it wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. It was just more playable for me. Neo: The World Ends With You for $29.99. That's pretty decent. Ni no Kuni 2 has actually been way lower than that before, but of course this is the Switch version, so Those were probably PS4 versions I've seen. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I hear it was all white, but I don't know if it was worth full price. Ooh, damn, Target's gonna have for fucking $19.99. Might want to look into that. If not a bad price. Of course, Neo. Fucking buy Neo. If you never played the original Neo and only played Neo Automata, fucking buy it. You don't get to play as father Neo, sadly, but still. Outside of being young Neo, it's Neo, and it's fucking good. Go buy it. Samurai game. First one didn't impress me too much. It was interesting, but it was really disappointing with how they did online, and it just really didn't get me to play it much. Oddworld. It's Oddworld. Confusing, evil, and unforgiving. Paper Mario, the Origami King. I hear it was pretty, actually okay. And then it's only wasn't not received well like a lot of the other last few. But I've still heard people complain about Persona 5 Royal. Buy it, fantastic price. Strikers, not really sure, but I'm sure it's a great game anyway. So go ahead. Let's see. You got Ratchet Clank's Legends Redemption. Buy Resident Evil 2. It's pretty good. 3. I think someone forgot to put the price in there though. It's pretty. Unless you get it pretty cheap. I hear 8's fantastic, but it's likely going to get some DLC coming out if it hasn't already. So I'm kind of waiting for a better version and hoping that it has VR added into it. I'm really, really hoping it gets VR. Here's one of the highlights for this year, though. Wing Fit Adventure for $54.99. If you have a Switch and you're even vaguely interested in trying to better your health a little bit, ooh, excuse me. Get yourself Wing Fit Adventure. It's good. Sackboy, that's a platformer. Sakura Wars. I don't have experience with this series. It's a very long, if you're not familiar with the series, it's a very long-going series for Sega. I hear long-going fans were pretty disappointed with it, but I hear it's still a decent game. I just hear some fans kind of felt like they were kind of holding a gun up to your head saying, this will succeed? Well, you're not going to find out what happened to the original cast, because apparently they're like in some kind of weird void or something. It has something to do with the story. Just getting a drink. Scarlet Nexus. Honestly, I don't really know much about it except for the cover looks so much better in America, in Japan, not America. I hope it has a flip cover. American one looks blech. Shima Tensei 3 Nocturne HD remaster, very controversial. Keep in mind, at least the last time I looked, you can still get the PS2 version on Amazon for $19.99. It comes with Dante. Probably the two biggest highlights to get the remaster for are, I guess, the fact that you can play on an HDMI console. But it does have bugs and weird problems and loading time problems and things. But the two main draws are probably that it has more accessibility options. So some people probably will like that because it's supposed to be one of the harder entries of the entire series. And the other one is that technically has the canon story. So people who don't know, Nocturne later got a version that replaced Dante with, I believe his name was Wandor or something like that. He was the main character of the Devil Summoner games on the PS2. And his story with the characters is supposed to be the canon version of Nocturne's events. So we never got that version. We got the Dante crossover version. They were originally hoping Dante would help boost those sales because, well, back then a lot of the series was still very unknown in America. So other than that, like, those are like the big draws, I'd say. But yeah, I heard there's a lot of problems. But for $20, it's not a terrible deal. But yeah, like I said, there are all problems. You may want to look into reviews for more info about that because I haven't played it yet. I'm really iffy if I want to play it. I hear the Sonic Colors port was pretty bad. So you got some collections, Factual Butthole. I mean, $10 ain't bad for RPG though. Oh, people liked the original more though. SpongeBob, Spyro's Trilogy. I think was that the Dark Souls one? I don't remember which one. Too many Star Wars games. You got the Story of Seasons, the quote unquote true Harvest Moon games. People still confused about what happened to Harvest Moons because the original people who actually own the rights to it wanted their publishing firm to start doing the series, but they didn't want to give up the Harvest Moon title, so they had to change the name while they continued making Harvest Moon titled games that aren't actually Harvest Moon. Such a confusing fucking mess. I feel sorry for new fans. This looked like a really interesting game. It looked kind of like Salt and Sanctuary, except it's rats and mice and shit. So it looked very nice when I checked it out. I actually grabbed that one. Des said the new Tales game's really good, so you might want to check that out. Let's see, some of the usual suspects. Breath of the Wild actually just got a new version in Japan that supposedly has English on it and that has all the DLC on the cartridge. If that interests you, you might want to check that out. If not, hey, $35 for the normal version. We're probably not going to get in the West, I doubt, so. Witcher, the collection of those two samurai games. Trials of Mana. Man, I really do like the third Mana game. I'm so afraid of playing this remake of the third one now. It's just really iffy to me. It's really iffy. This I'm a little curious about, but I'm waiting for it to get a little cheaper. World War Z, it's like third person Left 4 Dead. I kind of liked it a little bit more than Back 4 Blood, the original World War Z. Aftermath, as far as I understand, is supposed to be a sequel to it, so I'm not really sure too much, but hey, $19.99, not bad. Xenoblade Chronicles 35, get fantastic game, has additional story that wasn't in the original Wii version. Like a Dragon, Dennis said this is a fantastic game, get it. Yakuza Remastered, nice collection, though they did remove a few missions, so keep that in mind. And then the new Year's game. And there ain't anything too particular. The console sales. The big thing I'd say is the Switch with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They did that last year as well, but nothing too crazy going on now, so it's pretty. But did I accidentally moved back? That's the dangerous thing with these. Sometimes you don't realize if you tap the analog stick. But that was a fast, quick Wii overview. Way shorter than the original rant I did, which is a bit of a shame in a way. But I didn't want to spend as long. I hope everyone has a safe Thanksgiving if you attend any Black Friday, but you probably shouldn't need to. Virtually all these deals are already available online, so you shouldn't really need to physically go to a store at all. So, but yeah, so few good picks, but mostly I already had them all. But anyway, I gotta get some stuff done today, so everyone have a safe Thanksgiving. Enjoy.